It's that thing that rolls around every single year. Some people love it, some people like Hannah absolutely hate it. Either way, if you're into Halloween and you live in Brisbane or the Gold Coast, Fright Nights at Warner Brothers Movie World is back and it is a must-do. And if you're one of the few who have never been before, this was last year. So that was last year. Now let's talk about some tips and tricks to get the most out of Fright Nights this year. Most importantly of all, I'd recommend buying your tickets in advance. I think that goes without saying. Buy them online because there is going to be a queue just to get in. So if you can just slip past that queue and you have your barcode and you can just swipe straight in, that is worth its weight in gold. Of course, I think it goes without saying with Fright Nights, get there on time. You only have 4 hours to enjoy Fright Nights from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and they open up the opportunity to queue to get into Fright Nights from 4:30. So get there nice and early, queue in, and you'll be one of the first people to hit up those mazes and get as much as you can out of the way. Of course, with the mazes, every single year there's 2 new mazes and 2 mazes returning from last year. Those 2 new mazes I would hit up straight away because those queue lines are going to get huge really quickly. I've seen those queue lines go within an excess of like an hour plus. So if you want to try and get all those mazes done above all else, I would hit up the 2 new mazes all the way straight up. And in terms of ticking things off the list, if you are all about doing all of the mazes above all else, I would get the fast track for the mazes. This year it's about $60 and it's worth its weight in gold if you want to skip the queue line, do each maze once and enjoy the rest of the night. Because this is the thing with Fright Nights, there are so many characters roaming around, there's plenty of cool little precincts and stuff to check out, and of course there's the rides to do at night as well. So it's not really all about the mazes, but of course it is excellent fun if you want to get them done. So most of the rides are going to be open during the night. I think the rides are kind of the same, whether it's the day or the night, particularly if it's Scooby-Doo when it's all inside and it doesn't matter anyway. But I digress. If you want to get the most out of your rides, here's a few tips and tricks to get the most out of the rides. If you absolutely have to hit up DC Rivals Hypercoaster, the best way to skip the queue is to just buy the seats to the back. They're $10 a pop, and there's generally no queue line to those back seats. So that's a really quick, cheap, easy way to skip the queue. Alternatively, the fast track for the rides is $30 this year. So if you just want to do one crack at each ride very quickly, that's another option as well. Of course, if you want to go all out this year, as like other years previously, there is the Ultimate Terror Tour. It's about $150 and that doesn't include your Fright Nights entry ticket. So it's a bit of extra cash, but you do get the buffet, you get some exclusive interactions with the characters before Fright Nights, and they do a special Ultimate Terror Tour show, I guess, a little side experience that's exclusive to Ultimate Terror Tour. That's pretty awesome and it's worth doing if you want to go all out on your Fright Nights experience. Do you have any other Fright Nights tips though? If you do, leave them in the comments below for other people to check out. And hopefully in the coming weeks, I'll endeavor to get back out there to Fright Nights and do another clip so you can see Fright Nights how it was this year.